We on again. It's the Mad Bitter Truth Tuesday podcast. What's good, my people? Now we're gonna talk about some things here. We got a lot of subject to get into. A lot of things to dissect. We're gonna talk about a lot of things here, starting out with the supposed man that they're showing you right here on screen in the pink bow tie was found on campus, hanged by the neck with a rope. So this seems like a trend to me now, with them talking about these people found hanged. And don't worry about it, we're gonna get into it and show you some things, because these are the new trend now they got for the masses, and it's a lot of things going on. The Charlie Kirk and these things kind of, cover up a lot of things that's going on that need to be highlighted. So we're gonna get into some things here. I'm gonna show you this new trend right here with people hanging on campus. Make you run.
Tonight, investigators are waiting for the results of an autopsy for a student who was found hanging on the campus of Delta State University. That university is about 2 hours from Memphis. ABC 24's
and it's 2 hours from Memphis. And by the way, the National Guard is setting to deployed in Memphis. You hear Donald Trump talking about it, because that's one of the supposedly city on his radar. Do you understand? And don't worry about it. It's gonna be almost every city in America they bring in the National Guard by showing you some heinous crime going on in those neighborhoods, and then bam, pay attention.
Ezekiel Telemaco joins us now. Ezekiel, while police say they don't believe this was the result of a crime, people across social media are demanding answers.
Okay, so listen, people, it got to be a controversy now. So listen, they're trying to tell the people that it's a suicide. Basically, that's what the police bottom line is. They're saying it's a suicide, but the people is just saying no, because you can't have a black man supposedly hang and it's a suicide. You gotta be a white man hang him. Do you get it? Of course, that's what they're telling you. They're telling you right now it's lynching going on that campus close to Memphis. Pay attention.
Listen. Yeah, that's right, Pepper. There have been a lot of rumors swirling on social media, and university leaders held a news conference to clear up that confusion and address those concerns.
Delta State University is coping with the loss of...
You hear what it's called, people? Delta State University. I'm done. Why is that called in show up, people? Why is that called in show up? Just like you see all this mishap going down, mostly involve Delta planes. The Delta is the pyramid. And if you look at the school, the supposedly sign gonna show you that pyramid, show you it's devil run shit 100% in, and this is how they run psyops, using those places with the devil coding on it. Listen.
21-year-old Demetravion Trey Reed.
And he's 21 years old, right there on the money also for your number 3 coding. Pay attention here, listen.
We are simultaneously grieving, we are simultaneously processing.
Oh.
And I think every minute about Trey. But I also have to think about my 2,800 other students and protect them as well.
University police say they found Reed dead hanging near the campus pickleball courts Monday morning. The Mississippi
near a pickleball court. Listen.
Bureau of Investigation, Bolivar County Sheriff's Office, and Cleveland Police are all assisting in this investigation.
At this point, we didn't believe or have evidence of foul play.
But this investigation...
So they don't believe, or they don't have evidence of foul play. So when you don't find no evidence of foul play, that means it's a suicide, supposedly. But this can't go down as a suicide because it's a black man. Do you get it or not? Because they're telling you that white people lynching black people, hang them on ropes. So therefore... And another thing again that they would tell you about black people mostly, they would tell you don't really commit suicide. So this is what they do with these stories, surrounded by things that they've already poked in your head, kind of like, things that you thought you know about people. And then you will figure it out that yes, it can't be a hanging, it can't be a suicide hanging, it's somebody lynch him. Bullshit for the masses, and these are the cases they like to put forth to the masses, all fabricated shit. Listen and pay attention.
Is far from over.
His body has been transported to the Mississippi State Medical Examiner's office. The chief medical examiner began conducting a full autopsy this morning.
Yeah.
Preliminary results are expected to be available within the next 24 to 48 hours.
And when he come back and tell you that yes, he died by the hanging, what gonna happen now? Okay, when you finally confirm that what you think is real as far as the rope is what killed him, when you find that out, what you're gonna do now? Now you have to find the suspect, or it gonna come down to a suicide when you find out that it's hanging kill him. It's bullshit for the public right here.
Video surveillance from the school is also being used for the investigation, but is not available to the public.
There are videos, and
Listen.
they're in the hands of the investigative team. Right now, Cleveland PD is leading the
So listen, people, they have video, but it's not for the public eyes. They have videos. So I guess the video can show if he's supposedly was murdered or he commit suicide, right? So why will hold that video back? The police force just tell you, yes, we have videos, but we ain't releasing it to the public as yet. So you want the public to continue to scrutinize this case? You want them continue to assume what happened? So that means if you have the video, you know 100% what it is that happened. If it's a suicide, you know, and if somebody put a rope around his neck and hang him, you also know, right? Okay, so with the video, it's already proven what happened, but they won't show it to the public. What a bullshit for the masses
This
right
is our
here.
investigation, but they are leading in the investigation.
Yeah,
One
they
Delta
like
State
to
University
investigate.
student shared how she's processing it all.
There you go right there. Go back a little bit. Pay attention to
Leading
this.
the investigation. This is our investigation, but they are leading in the investigation.
They're leading
One
into
Delta
the
State
investigation. There go the Delta State. You see what represented right there, people? It's a damn pyramid. I already told you the reason why they use that Delta right there. Nothing but Greek coding for the masses right here.
University student shared how she's processing it all.
Because I am a black student,
A
hearing
black
that
student
happened
with the star on the clothing, also in the pink shirt. I guess it's the same color tie that dude have on. Yes, he hang himself, and you have a tie around the neck. What a bullshit for the
to another black
masses.
student, it really made me feel. It's make me feel unsafe.
Members of Reed's family are
Make her feel unsafe, people. Even though they don't know if it's a suicide. Listen.
calling on others not to accept the official story too quickly.
Please
Look, people.
do your research on this. Do not let them sweep nothing else under the rug.
What kind of research you can do when it comes to that police investigation? What kind of research you can do to prove if it's a murder or a suicide? What kind of access you have to those investigation? 100% none. So I'm asking the people themselves can investigate and find out what happened? Wow, what a bullshit for the masses. Listen.
Enough is enough.
Wow, enough is
The
enough.
autopsy is expected to be complete within the next 2 days. Meanwhile, the university said counseling and support services are available for
Yes, for
students.
the rest of the students, they can get counseling. What a bullshit for the masses right here. Like I say, people, it's all agendas coming from these stories right here. A black man supposed to be found lynched on campus. They always show you that people leave a slip knot and a rope with a noose, supposedly. A noose, and that offend and piss off all the black people. So now when they have an actual black man hooked to it, what gonna happen?
Jalen, 108 miles south of Cleveland, Mississippi, leads you to the city of Vicksburg, where a second person was found hanging from a tree on...
So pay attention here, people. They mention 108. That's the number coding right there. 666 is when you put the 1 and the 8 right there. 18. So pay attention here, people. And they're telling you about another hanging victim. This time it's a white man on CBS with the 1 eye right there and the 1, 2 for the number 3 coding. So pay attention here, people. Another man found hang from a tree. Another man. This time it's a white man. Pay attention here. Listen.
Monday. The Vicksburg Vicksburg Police Department responded to a wooded area near Ameristar Casino in the 4100 block of Washington Street a little after 1 p.m. Officials say they discovered a white male who was later identified as 35-year-old Corey Zucadis from Brandon. He was believed to be homeless, and one of his peers found him hanging from a tree.
So listen, people, he's a homeless man, and another homeless found him hanging from a tree. So where they gonna go with this one right here? Also suicide by hanging? Listen.
Was homeless, but that particular area over there has become somewhat of a haven for homeless people. We also understand that the reason he was in Vicksburg, he's actually from Brandon, but the reason he was in Vicksburg is because he had recently participated in the River Rescue Mission, a part of their dependency program.
So you hear that, people? Part of the dependency program, he was a part of some kind of water rescue. He came there to rescue people and end up dead by hanging. Let's listen.
Now, other than that, that's all we know. Again, our hearts and sympathy go out to the family.
Wow.
But we did make that death notification, and they are aware of it. They were aware that he was homeless, and it's just something that, another one of those things that we have to deal with, not only in the city of Vicksburg, but in the state of Mississippi.
Investigators detect no foul play with the death of Zucadis.
So there you go again, people. No foul play detected. Again, in this case also. So that means no foul play, meaning nobody didn't hang him. So he hang himself. Same thing again, people. They're giving you right there with two men found hang. One on a campus and one in some kind of wooded area. And they're just gonna pass it off as a suicide. What a joke for the masses. So they tell you this one is homeless. They're trying to emphasize that it's a homeless person, so it's not an important person. What did you mean? Why you have to keep reminding us that he is homeless? Because he more likely to hang himself? What a bullshit for the masses.
Was sent to the state crime lab for further examination. First District Illinois Congressman Jonathan L. Jackson, son of civil rights activist Jesse Jackson.
They're all fakers, 100% fakers, and that's why they on when fake shit show up. Listen.
Out Tuesday on behalf of what he calls lynching incidents in Mississippi. During his speech at the House of Representatives, he demanded a federal investigation be conducted by the DOJ to ensure justice and transparency. Congressman Jackson says, quote, "The echoes of these losses reach deep into our nation's history, a painful reminder that the shadows of racial violence and..."
So there you go, people. It got to come back to racial violence. So pay attention, people. This is in Mississippi. So you have all of these things now rising up all over America. It might be something different, but it's weird. These weird type of, bizarre cases. What's going on, people? Because it's time for them to put all of these things now and the masses, bombard you with all of these happenings, all of these possibilities of destruction. That's what you need to understand. It's all by design.
I want to get you to an update here. Really bizarre story in Southern California. The body found in singer David's Tesla has been identified as a missing teen girl.
So listen to this right here, people, because they be having these cases just floating under the radar, but now they're popping up now as something important with this little girl they claim was found in that singer they call David, back of his Tesla car that was in an impound lot, and they smell something funny and they check it and they find a little girl body in it. But pay attention to this bizarre story as they call it. Listen.
Were discovered in the trunk of that Tesla in a tow lot in Hollywood. We want to go out right now to Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez with the very latest in this investigation. Christina, what can you tell us tonight?
Well, we're in Lake Elsinore. That teenager, her name Celeste Rivas. She was 13 years old when she was last seen leaving this home back in April of 2024.
So hold on here, people. She was 13 years old when she was last saw in this area just leave. They're talking about damn near 2 years ago. Year and change ago, she just left. And that's the last time they seen her. And now she was found in the back of a Tesla owned by some kind of singer. Again, listen.
Now, her family had no idea that her case could be connected to the Tesla until they get a call from TMZ last.
Bam! They got a call from who? They got a call from TMZ, people, that fake network that they used to dumb down the people. By the way, it is on Fox. Fox is the one that brought you TMZ. Okay, TMZ propaganda shit, but they're mostly in charge of these celebrities. They're in charge of releasing these things on the celebrities, which is mostly hoax, fabricated shit for the dumb masses. It's entertainment still, using these sodomites on the world stage. So the TMZ is the one who can contact these people and say, look, this is what's going on. Your daughter involved in this singer car right here. That's where her body was found. TMZ, people, not the police and investigators, but TMZ. Why is it TMZ? Because it involved the David character and he's a singer. Do you got it? Anything have nothing to do with these sodomites on the world stage. TMZ in charge of it. They're the only one gonna know. They're the only one that can release details on it. That to show you that the world is a stage. Bam on.
Week. Now, keep in mind, right now, David, the artist, he is not considered a suspect. He's not considered a person of interest.
Why not?
We're told he is cooperating.
Why not, people? Why not? If the dead body was found in his car. The dead body was found in his car, but they're not trying to tie it to him, period. Listen.
But he canceled his tour date in Seattle, the next one. And people here are saying, what's going on? So let's show you.
He canceled his tour date. Listen. Look at
Few words from those arriving at the Lake Elsinore home where 15-year-old Celeste
and
Leva.
bam, also 15 years old, people, for your number 6 coding. So she was last seen when she was 13 and now she's 15. She was found dead in a singer car. Listen.
Disappeared in April.
By the way, people, just in case you're dumb, look at that photo. It more look like computer generated to me. AI shit. Do you understand? A lot of people won't get it. But I was the one who did videos on it from 2018 to show you that these are possible computer generated photos. And then all of a sudden now they start talking about deep faking and AI. And then they start confessing that the mag never miss. They create these faces on the computer. It's computer generated, people. Most of those photos that they show you of dead people, missing people, people on the run, made up shit for TV.
Of 2024, where her family has just found out that it is her partially dismembered body.
By TMZ, people, they just found out by TMZ. TMZ is the one who tell them, not no investigators, not no police. What a joke for the masses. Listen.
Found in the trunk of a Tesla, registered to popular singer-songwriter David.
Singer and popular songwriter, fake on the masses. As you can see, all these 6 worlds right there. No coincidence. Devil characters.
Burke, known by the stage name David. TMZ broke the girl's identification after speaking to her mother.
It was a very heart-wrenching conversation.
So they call the mom, people. The TMZ call the mom and break the story. So TMZ know exactly who the girl is. Wow, they find the girl in the Tesla, and TMZ is the one who know that it ties to that family to call them and confirm it that your daughter was now found in the Tesla. Is that real, people? The TMZ characters on TV? What a joke for the masses. This prove it. That the world is just a stage.
Very
people.
upset and said that she,
look at these
all she knew is that her daughter had been missing all of this time. She told us that she was aware that there was a boyfriend named David.
And that her daughter.
Bam! There was aware of a boyfriend named David. So the David is the same singer, people, that remember the police said the David character not a suspect. They're not trying to tie him to the supposedly killing of this little girl. But the body was found in his car, and now they're telling you that the girl was saying she have a relationship with some kind of David. So what they're trying to tell you right there, people, that the singer is the one who end up killing her, because that's who she was with. So if she was with a David, coincident now, the singer named David, the body was found in his car. Come on, people, what is that telling you right here? If she mentioned that she have a boyfriend named David, listen.
Had a tattoo with the letters "sh" on her right index finger.
That the color of the ink of that tattoo was red, which was something that police had not released to the public.
So wow, it's red. So what that mean? And they didn't release it to the public. The word "sh" written on her index finger, just like the Rihanna doing the code of silence with that same finger with the "she" on it, to show you that they are a part of the world stage, tricking the masses. Listen.
Who has been cooperating with police, had continued his tour after the body was discovered, but he just canceled his next date in Seattle.
But it just seemed odd to us that, gosh, your car, such a grisly discovery in your car, and that you're just out on tour. You would think that you'd want to find out what happened here, because this is just a very bizarre case.
Especially because one of his videos actually features a body being put in the trunk of a car.
All right, there you go again. There you go again, people. Another coincidence that could put to this pile of shit right here that they're giving you. He did have a video with him putting or taking a body out of a car. Off the car trunk, people, the same type of, idea with the car was found in the lot with the girl in it. So pay attention here, people. They're trying to tell you that he already visioned this in his video, or, give you a visionary of this already in the video.
Eerie, considering what ended up happening in David's car.
I just hope that the truth comes forward.
Celeste's neighbors on the street.
Come forward. Why don't they ask that person, people? Why don't they get at that David character? Why they say he's not a suspect? Why he's not on interrogation? Now in real life, people, if they find a dead person in your car, you're in deep shit. I'm just letting you know right now. In real life, if they find a dead body, a missing girl was found dead in your car, you're in deep shit. There is no way you can escape that. Right there. So hold on. In this case, because it's a David, some kind of singer, they're not having him as a suspect. This is bullshit. And look at this character they bring on with all these crosses on him. They're playing with the dumb people and all these diamond metal fencing for Freemasonry. Listen.
Grew up at Justicia. Justice is what family and friends are asking for.
Whatever happened could happen to someone else. And it's just scary.
They know that it's a fake case, people. No doubt it. Listen.
Now, we have reached out to David's people. No response from them. Again, I want to emphasize, last we heard, he was cooperating. LAPD is not naming him a suspect at this point or a person of interest. We're waiting.
He's not a suspect and he's not a person of interest, people. Can you believe it? But the other day when they show you supposedly the Charlie Kirk shooting, a man was brought to you on photo on TV, and they say, look, this is the person of interest right here. Hold a gun. He's not on the supposedly scene of the shooting. But this is how it is. But this guy right here that got the dead body in his car is not a person of interest, or the police don't have him as a suspect. What a bullshit for the masses. I guess you're going to leave that right there as a loose end. No, people, this gonna take you to another level. A drama, look out for it. Bam on.
The body found inside the trunk of an abandoned Tesla registered to the singer David has been identified as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas. The teen was reported a runaway and missing out of Lake Elsinore nearly a year and a half ago. Tonight, a house close to where that Tesla was abandoned was searched. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo is there live now in Hollywood with more. Tim.
And Mark, those CSI investigators literally just left the scene about 10, 15 minutes ago.
Yes, the CSI investigator just left the scene 10 or 15 minutes ago. Pay attention. They're not investigating the person that owned that car. But yes, they're searching a home that close to where they find the car. Listen.
Tape finally came off and we were able to come a little bit closer to this house. Now, we don't know at this point what exactly those detectives were looking for, what they got out of that house. We saw them pull evidence and put it into an SUV, essentially where I'm standing right now. We don't even know why they were here in the first place, but this house just happens to be literally feet away from where that Tesla was found.
So you hear that, people?
A dozen LA...
Hold on. That house was literally some feet away from where the car was found, the Tesla that was found with the body in it. So they decide that that's the house that they need to search and come out with brown paper bags. They say they remove a lot of evidence from the supposed home. So I guess the police know way more than you at this point. They know where to search. Listen.
The investigators took a computer and other items from this Hollywood home.
Who carry that computer anymore in their home? Nobody really have those things, but there you go. In order for them to show you that the feds is doing work, that's what it is. They always have to come up with computer and brown bags. Plus it's Hollywood right there. Do you get it, people? Just a show for the masses. That's why you see TMZ is the police. TMZ is the one who know all the damn evidence and know who to contact. Pay attention.
Just a block away from where an abandoned Tesla was found with a dead teenager in the trunk.
Why you mean it's abandoned? I thought you said it was in a tow yard type. So yes, people, the Tesla was abandoned. The owner of the car is not a suspect. You ever hear that in your whole life, people? A Tesla was abandoned. They find a body in it and don't worry about it. They know who owned the car, but that person is not a suspect. But you had another house searching. What would lead you back to that house? The one that you take the computer out of. This is bullshit for the people here.
Home on Dehaney Place,
Look,
placing
people,
several evidence bags into an SUV, but they wouldn't say if or how it was connected to the Tesla. Several homeowners say they remember seeing that distinct Tesla for a while. First parked in front of the house police searched today, then at two different spots on the street.
It's a little weird to see a car that I haven't seen here for a long time. Had a big dent on it, had a Texas plate on it. So
a car that they haven't seen for a long time. You just seen it in there, they got a Texas plate on it, it got a big dent in it.
All a little odd, but at the same time, people could be hanging out with friends for a long time.
That abandoned Tesla was towed earlier this month, and workers at a Hollywood tow yard noticed...
Look at where it's at, people, but it's abandoned. Okay, all right.
Foul odor and found decomposed human remains wrapped in a garbage bag inside the car.
Wow.
We now know the young woman found dead was 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, according to the medical examiner, the same teen who was reported missing from Lake Elsinore last year.
Yes, and this is why a lot of times they give you these missing kids and missing people. Not necessarily real, but they can bring you a big old agenda and a story later on, like 2 years after. They can tell you, look, we find the body of that person in a Singer car or abandoned car, but he's not the suspect.
At a corner store in town, the owner recalled her coming in often.
She always quiet, nice.
What she want in the liquor store?
If she buy like a chips, soda, and leave.
Bullshit.
Sometimes she come with a friend from the neighborhood.
Bullshit.
Eyewitness News has learned Rivas had run away from home a few times. She was last reported missing in spring of 2024. Those who knew Rivas, who just turned 15 a week and a half ago, say she was bubbly and sweet.
She just seemed very lively and friendly. A typical
Look
teenager.
again, people. We see that person before in that same clothing, and their face was revealed, but now they cut off the head. They don't want to show you the face. What a joke for the masses. This is a fake shit. 100%
Examiner hasn't
fake
determined her cause of death, but part of the police investigation will be speaking to the owner of that Tesla, a musician who goes by David. His real name, David Anthony Burke, from Houston, Texas.
Wow.
David, made popular via social media for the songs Romantic Homicide and Here With Me, began the American...
Yes, Romantic Homicide. And look what they show you right there, people. So this is what he put in his music. And now you find a dead body in his car. But hold on. They don't have him as a suspect. Where they going with this bullshit right here? I guess later on they are gonna pick him up as the damn suspect. Do you understand? Who else they gonna pick up? It's his car. The supposedly girl that died in the car, makes statements about the David that is his boyfriend, is her boyfriend. So that means open and shut case, people. But it can't be when it comes to these fakery drama they're putting out there for the masses to suck up. You best understand, nothing real about it. It's just a hoax for the masses.
Shooting in Pennsylvania today has left 3 police officers dead and 2 in critical condition.
So you see that, people, you get your 3-2 coding right there. Freemasonry. And by the way, police is 33 numerology. Also Freemasonry. So they're telling you that 3 police officers just died, gunned down, and 2 of them survived. So pay attention to this right here. Who they gonna tell you do it? Listen.
The shooter is also dead after being shot by police.
So the shooter is also dead. He got shot by police. Listen.
Early this afternoon in the North Cadorus Township in a rural part of central Pennsylvania. For the very latest, here's ABC's Melissa Adon.
So hold on here, people. So look out for what they're gonna bring with this agenda. They're telling you 5 police officers get shot, 3 dead, 2 in critical condition. And this area right here that they're telling you about in Pennsylvania, look out for the National Guards to show up there. A lot of these things that they're telling you, it might seem simple, but it's to bring the National Guards, to bring martial law to that city. You best understand. Wait, it's only a matter of time before they bring it up. Listen.
Massive police response in York County, Pennsylvania, after investigators say 5 police officers were shot in North Cadorus Township, a rural neighborhood.
Listen, it's not easy to just shot 5 police officers. It's not, people. I don't care if it's an ambush. The way they was trained, and most of these civilians never get those kind of training. They never get in that kind of predicament before. But the police live that. That's why you always see in real life somebody and the police in a shootout. The police not even get scratched, but that person gonna die because the police learn and practice how to do these things, practice how to shoot and how to avoid getting shot. So in most cases, you're not gonna see the police is the one end up being the victim. Do you understand? Because they was trained for all of these scenarios. But pay attention to what they're telling you here.
Officials say 3 officers died from their injuries.
Simple as that.
We have 1 officer down.
Investigators say the officers were following up on a domestic-related investigation from the previous day. Law enforcement officials briefed on the investigation tell ABC News.
As you could see, the rescue number 12 on the damn truck. Coding number 3.
The officers were shot while serving a warrant this afternoon.
And that always gonna be the news right there. They're always gonna come and tell you how they was trying to serve a warrant. Innocent police just serving a warrant and end up losing their life. Remember, these motherfuckers go to serve warrants. They on pins and needles. Do you understand that or not? You know much of these cases they tell you police went to go serve warrant and end up getting shot or end up in a shootout. Okay, so the police already know that it's in their damn, job description. As far as, yes, when you go to pick these people up or serve them a warrant, look out, they might just don't want to go to jail that day and shoot at you or shoot you. So yes, the police already know about those situations, that it's a possibility that the person that they come to pick up might shoot at them. So how did you end up getting all 5 of them to get shot?
Police say the shooter was then shot by officers and is now dead. Pennsylvania's governor addressing the tragedy.
This kind of violence isn't okay.
So way before you shoot him, he shot 5 of them. I don't believe that. The police come already ready to shoot. Just like that person might be planning to ambush the police. The police have plans themselves. That's why you always see them fondling the gun whenever they come as close to a door, even a car. They pull over a car. What do you think they're doing? They almost could guarantee that they have their hands on the gun in most cases. So pay attention. Listen. Look at all of them.
We need to do better as a society.
Look at them. Look at them.
We need to
what is
help
they doing
the people
right here?
who think that picking up a gun, picking up a weapon is the answer.
to resolving disputes.
Okay, so you want to get through to those people. Why don't you talk to the police? I guess you're talking about the police because they're the one who thinking that gun is the answer for everything. That's why they carry it around, a part of their damn uniform. Listen.
Nearby residents and schools told to shelter in place. Dave Miller, who lives across the street from the shooting, says he heard many gunshots and witnessed the tragedy unfold before him.
If you know these people, you got a wing right there on the hat. You see that right there? Said under, you see it? Okay, pay attention.
When I passed the barn, I
That's
heard gunshots
on.
within a few minutes, and I saw an officer go down on the
Listen.
road, middle of the road. Pretty alarming.
The two surviving police officers are being treated at a nearby hospital for their injuries and are in critical but stable condition.
Which one of them end up shooting? The two that's critical right now, they're the one who shoot the supposed shooter to kill him. This is bullshit, but like I said, there go your coding right there in the numbers, even the shooters.
According to the Pennsylvania State Police Commissioner,
There are simply no words that I can offer to assuage the grief that this community has experienced and unfortunately will continue to experience.
the FBI and ATF are assisting the Pennsylvania State Police with the investigation.
What kind of investigation? What kind of assist they need, people? The shooter is dead. Bam, 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 bam. He shoot down 5 of them and he end up dead. Right? Okay, so you can go ahead and do these investigation, waste government money and do all of this. You know the shooter and the shooter is dead. What, you trying to find out if he's a shooter? Or you investigating to find out where he get the gun? What is you investigating? This is bullshit for the masses, but I already told you people, it's a lot of stories out there that gonna ruffle the masses' feathers. And of course, you're gonna call for changes, order of chaos, which the government people nourish. That's what they believe in. Put out some chaos out there and then come with the order for the destruction. Bam.
5 law enforcement officers were shot in Corotis Township in York County, Pennsylvania. York County on the Maryland line. And Corotis Township is on the southern part of that. 3 of the 5 officers were killed. 2 of the officers are in critical but stable condition at the hospital in York County.
If you notice what they're really saying here, people, this is a small town right there. Almost like those small towns where everybody know everybody. But pay attention, listen.
And the shooter is also dead. John Miller, your reaction to this tragic news?
Well, when you consider that this is the second officer killed in the second incident in which officers were killed.
So listen, people. It's the second incident in the same place right here where officers will end up get killed. So listen, people, just like I tell you, it's something that they want right here for the masses to get, as far as these police getting shot and killed in this Pennsylvania area right here. So don't worry about it. Like I tell you, they could be setting up the National Guards to be there. And that's what they have to give you in order for you to agree or be at ease with the National Guards coming in, turning the place upside down. Listen.
York County, and, Jake, you know better than I do. York County is a place where things like this are not supposed to happen.
There you go. In York County, these things are not supposed to happen. So they have areas where it's supposed to happen, and then they have areas that is not supposed to happen. That guy just tell you. So this area is not supposed to happen, but it happens anyway because the world is a script. So listen, people. Now that it happens here, they're gonna take action. Do you understand? It's not a place where normally this would happen, but it happened twice in a month. Listen to this.
And certainly not more than once, but if you then magnify this to say 3 officers killed, 2 others in critical but stable condition, this is going to tear at the heart of a quiet community that is, marked by farmland and neighbors who know each other.
By farmland and neighbors who know each other. And that's what you need to understand. In most cases, when they pull off these psyops, it's in a small town. An area where everybody know everybody. And most of those places owned by one person. The one person owned the gas stations, he owned the damn store, he owned the hotel, he owned the McDonald's, he owned everything there, including the Walmart. These are the places that they claim these things happening in. Sometimes you see a big old school shooting. It comes from a little area where everybody know everybody. So it's easy for them to fabricate and plan those fake events for the masses. Third degree Mason control the whole thing. He hired the people, he fired them. Do you understand? So this is how a lot of these small areas as you would have called it, small communities, always have these big events. It's easy for them to pull off those lies there 100% in. That's why they make you know everybody. It's a planned bullshit right here.
Details of what was going on behind this are going to emerge slowly, but
slowly,
we've been
that's how
working
you
on
do it.
records associated with the name of the individual who was killed in the shootout with police. There was a charge of stalking and criminal trespass that was filed today, September.
Hold on here. They filed that today after he dead. Stalking. Go back again, people. Listen.
The name of the individual who was killed in the shootout with police. There was a charge of stalking and criminal trespass that was filed today, September 17th, 2025, in York County. So as the facts come together, it appears that the arrest team was on their way to pick him up at the house. It appears,
for stalking.
And again, this is very fluid, and you know this information will morph and change over time, but it appears
Of course it can change over time. How could those information change over time? It's supposed to be facts and actual happenings. How could it change? I call bullshit like you see right here. 6, 3, and 9. You see that right there? That's the hoax codes right there. It's all there for the time alone, people. That alone they use and expose all the coding right there. Nothing real about this. Is fake shit. Bam.
The American TV network ABC has taken the late-night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel off-air indefinitely after comments he made about the death of the right-wing influencer Charlie Kirk.
Okay, there you go, people. So now they're going to show you even one of those late-night comedian on TV. Remember, that's one of the American, thing right there. Have these late-night comedians and they gimmick everything. They're always talking about politics and left wing, right wing, and whatever going on, they make a joke out of it, a mockery, because that's what they do. They are a part of the world stage and they're messing with the regular people. So now they're going to tell you that Jimmy Kimmel make some comment about the Charlie Kirk death, so they fire him. What they're showing you right there, that nobody's safe if you go against that shit. Do you understand? So they put it out there for the division, like I break it down and show you. That's the reason why they pull off those fakery, so they can ridicule the peoples right here. Yes, going against one side and another side going against the next side. That's what they're doing. So now they tell you even Jimmy can get caught up in it. But something that you need to understand, all of those late night shows gonna be cancelled. Nobody really watching them anymore. And they wants to get rid of it. So why not take down the Jimmy Kimmel with this fake story right here of the Charlie Kirk shooting? Of course, it's the division, and they're trying to show you if you say anything bad about the Charlie Kirk, nobody's safe. Nobody, period, is safe. Not even Jimmy Kimmel. Listen.
Mr. Kimmel suggested on Monday that the man charged with killing Mr. Kirk was aligned with President Trump's MAGA movement.
And that's what they tell you in the story, as you could see him right there in the black and white, and also the bow tie. It's a Freemason puppet. The black and white show you is a Freemason, and the tie show you is a puppet, a controlled puppet. 100%.
His comments were criticised by the head of the broadcasting regulator, the Federal Communications Commission, and by the owners.
And that sodomite that stand beside him, Stephen Colbert, is another one again, people. They're all puppets on the world stage, and that's what they're there for, to make mockery of real life that they show you. They show you things and say, look, this is real life. This is what's going on. And then they put these sodomites at night to mock you with it. You don't get it, people. The world is a stage, a dumb stage with some wicked people behind the wheel. Listen and pay attention.
Some local television stations. President Trump has welcomed the decision.
Oh, he welcomed the decision.
Wearing a baseball cap outside.
As you could see the upside down pyramid right there. No coincidence. That's the sign right there. The devil peoples. And also with the Freemason bricks on the wall. Listen.
Entertainment Center where his show is filmed. You can see Jimmy Kimmel leaving on Wednesday and getting into
that's
the
the
car.
only time they're going to show you him leaving because he lived there, right? That's where he lived the whole time. So now that you're showing us him leaving, that means he got fired, right? What a bullshit for the masses here. Listen.
Our North America correspondent David Willis has more from LA.
They know it's bullshit, people.
Jimmy Kimmel left the building just behind me
Yes,
here,
that's
where
where he
his
lived the whole
evening show
time.
is recorded without talking to reporters. But there was a lot
One thing you have to keep in mind, people, none of them peoples right here that you see on screen as a comedian, especially in those slots where they claim people watching it. You have to understand, people, all of those materials was written by the same people who brought you the network. If you see him on ABC, it's the peoples at ABC write those things, and guess where it coming from? Guess whose idea is it to do these things? The elite people, because they want to keep the masses in their back pocket. And this is how they keep a pulse on you using entertainment. You're laughing? You don't understand what they do to you while you're there laughing with them. This is what they do. They destroy the masses using comedians. Those are the biggest Decepticons in the world. A comedian that come bringing you life as you're going through it, mocking you. But you're there laughing with him and don't understand. So pay attention, people. They know already what he got to say because they write it. It comes from them. He don't write his own material. Remember with the Dave Chappelle? And they tell you, look, Dave Chappelle have these racist clips that he's showing, racist and, offended black people, but he black. But it's comedy and they're laughing and they didn't understand. And then all of a sudden now they're trying to tell you that these writers is basically racist and they use the Dave Chappelle to do it. Do you understand? These people don't write the material that you hear them with, people. They read it from a script like anybody else on TV, including the President Donald Trump. All of them read scripts because the world is a stage. So how this guy right here gonna get the hot water, get in the hot water for that? He never write the material, period. None of them do. So this to show you that it is a deception, a 100% fake what they're trying to bring to the people right here.
Following remarks today by the chairman of the FCC, that's the Federal Communications Commission, whose chairman is a man called Brendan
got to do with that?
He was appointed by Donald Trump, and he has taken a pretty hard line on media bias as he sees it. Now, Mr. Carr suggested today on a podcast that Jimmy Kimmel should be suspended in the wake of his remarks on Monday. And
what did he say, people? He said that the supposed shooter was MAGA, die-hearted MAGA. And that's what they tell you, people. That's the storyline. His dad is die-hearted MAGA. He was MAGA. He dressed up like Donald Trump for Halloween. All of that shit, people. What you can get. Okay, so if you highlight that, you in the wrong. Like I say, people, so they use this puppet, this sodomite on the world stage. As you could see him with the sun rays spranging out from behind him. They use him to do it right there. So that means when they step on your toes in your workplace, for these things, these events that they give you, you can't look at it anyway because it even happened to Jimmy Kimmel. Do you understand? I'm gone.